Hello everyone. In this video we're going to take a look at quizzes. So to start off, go into your class, then come up to this black navigation bar and click on quizzes. Now, quizzes is just the term we're using here, but it could be a quiz, it could be a test, it could be some other type of assessment that your instructor is doing. And to let everyone know, your different instructors will do tests and quizzes differently. So some might be multiple choice, some might be essay, some might be paragraph or short answer. It all is at the instructor's discretion on how they're going to test you on whether you know this subject matter or not. So once you get into quizzes, it says quiz list, and we're in the sample course, so all we have in this course is a practice quiz. And because it is blue, we know it is now active. And this has been a practice quiz we've been using for a while, so it has the start date right there. And in your class, your quizzes might end up having both the start date and an end date. And then if you look over on the right hand side, it says the number of attempts. This is a practice quiz, so we allowed for people to take it as much as they needed, and so that's why it says unlimited. Most of the quizzes and tests that you take are going to be limited to one attempt. So to get started on a quiz, click on Practice Quiz. What it's going to give you then is a lot of information about that quiz or test. It's going to give you the current details like what time it is, and you might have this page open for a while. And some of your instructors are going to have timed tests. So you always want to click on Update so you make sure the exact time. And it changed it to 12:08. Then there's the username, and I'm using the John Smith login. It says when the quiz period began. Says the time allowed. Time allowed is 60 minutes. And then attempts allowed. Like I said, most of yours are only going to have one attempt allowed. Then you get the instructions. Save response to each question as you work through the quiz. When you navigate to next page or previous page, all your responses will automatically be saved. So remember that. So if you weren't quite sure about something, you might want to go back and check it because they saved whatever response you have there. It says when you have finished reviewing these instructions, click on Start Quiz. And it says your quiz may take a few minutes to be set up, and the timer does not begin until after the setup process is finished. So let's click on Start Quiz. And this is asking for confirmation. So, in case your cat was around and your cat accidentally hit the keyboard, it's asking, are you absolutely certain you want to start this quiz? And you can get out of here. You can click Cancel, but we're going to click OK. So we're waiting for it to set up. And here's the quiz. Now, I'm looking over here and it has only one page and there's only 5 questions. Now, this is just a sample quiz. Your instructor might do something entirely different. Like we said, he might do essays, he might do paragraphs, but this is an example of the functionality of a quiz. And here's the note at the top. It's recommended you save your response as you complete each quiz. And the first question, how quickly will the instructor get graded assignments and exams back to the student after the due date? We're going to go for 1 week. We'll click Save. So it looks like what this quiz is a syllabus quiz. And a syllabus quiz is something that some of your instructors may give you in different classes. A syllabus quiz basically tests whether or not you've read the syllabus and if you know the answers to the questions. And a lot of these questions are about due dates and grades and the basic functions of the course. So the next one, what is the best way to get a hold of your instructor? Choose the best answer. It says, call him at his office, show up at his office without an appointment, or send an email via Desire2Learn. This is not a trick question. The best way, if you're taking an online class, to get your instructor really is to send it through Desire2Learn. Then they know exactly what course they're getting it from and who you are. Click Save. What does the SBDC stand for? We have a lot of options there. But just for fun, let's do smoked bacon, deviled eggs, and cheese. Next one, the instructor will take an average of all your exams to determine your grade. I'm going to put false, but the thing about this question is the instructors in different classes may grade differently. So the answer to this question in a different class might be that they're going to take the average, while another instructor teaching the same material might decide that they'll drop the lowest one. So make sure you read the syllabus so you get this information. And then the last one, what is the minimum amount of points you need to earn an A in this class? Enter your answer in numeric form with no decimals. For example, 500. Let's try 500. We'll click Save. And again, when it comes to the points, online learning classes at Front Range Community College aren't identical, so it might be a different point system for different classes. So we saved everything. Whoops. Looking up here, I don't see that the little disk is filled in, so let me click Save there. Okay, that's good. And let me just scroll up, make sure all my answers are saved. They are. Okay, save all the responses just in case. And now I'm going to click on Go to Submit Quiz. You're about to submit your quiz. To change any responses before submitting, click on the question number in the quiz info to the left. So you can even go back, even though you said you're submitting. Now, getting to about the point of no return, it's asking you again, are you absolutely certain you want to submit the quiz? Yes, submit the quiz. And we're processing. Now, some of your instructors, it might set up their quizzes so it's auto-graded. Other instructors may want to come in and say, read that paragraph or that essay or want to take a look. So you might get immediate feedback with your grade, or it might be that your instructor will grade things, say, a week later. And a week is a good turnaround time for grading any kind of quiz or test, just like it would be in a face-to-face class. So, quiz was submitted successfully. Question 1, I got 1 point. Question 2, send the email. Got 1 point. What does SBDC stand for? It's not smoked bacon. Okay. 4. Got 1 point there. And then for the minimum, I got that wrong. Okay, so let me view the feedback on that one that I got wrong. To get an A in the class, you need 900 points. And let's look at the feedback here on the other one I got wrong. Oh, while tasty foods, this is not the correct answer. Okay. So at the bottom of quizzes, it's going to say the attempt score. And then because I can take this quiz more than once, it gives the overall highest grade on this. So that is basically taking your quiz. And then I can take a look at the individual attempts. And then if it was auto-graded, I could come over here and take a look at grades if my instructor had set it up so I can look at them automatically. So, quizzes, go to the black navigation bar and look at your list of quizzes, and anything in blue is open. So, that's all for now. Thank you very much. See you online.